Ladies and gentlemen, today we hit a banger trade. We clutched it. We lost a big 800 because we're risking a lot more now since we need to pass this eval, and I'm tired of trading it for the entire month. So we're risking up on our evaluation trades. Today we are now sitting at $50,928. So we gained, well, unfortunately you cannot see the history, but if you go and you watch this video right here, you'll see here is the trade entry. Here, I'll hide my camera. Here is the trade entry. Hold on, let me turn down this music. I think it's a little loud. All right. Here's the trade entry. So you see we have this range right here. We had NFP this morning, and we had an NFP this morning. And so I got up at 7:30. I was looking for a retracement trade down to about equilibrium of this range right here, and then take a continuation long to the top. But that didn't happen. We pushed all the way up, and I was looking for a trade off this right here. Take a short off that, but we didn't make it all the way up there. So what we did, hold on, pause. We got an ad. So what we ended up doing was we ended up taking this trade. What we saw was a 5-minute gap, which is right here. I'll just go back. I'll go back over here. So look, 5-minute chart. Here we are. All right. So we had this 5-minute right here. All right. And we did a fib tool from the bottom to the top of this move right here. Okay. And we have the equilibrium lining up with the equilibrium of the fair value gap. Okay, they line up, and we had a low volume node right here, and you can see that we're already having some resistance right here. So I was like, this is an A+ trade. I went onto the 1 minute. I went onto the 1 minute. This don't look correct because our entry was not that low. Anyway, you can just see it in the live trading. We entered, oh, we didn't enter off the equilibrium. What in the world did we enter off of? Yeah, I'm kind of lost on what we did. I think we did the bottom of this candle, or the bottom. I'm not sure how we did this, but I entered right there. And like, you can just watch this trade play out. We enter right there, low volume node, big fair value gap right there, and we were targeting this wick right there. Targeting that wick, we did a little bit less, and we had practically zero drawdown, and we went straight to take profit. We can just watch it here real quick. As we entered this trade, If you've seen any of the back testing videos, you know that it's pretty fast. That's what I like about the strategies. You don't have to wait for an hour. If it's gonna work, it's gonna work, and it will go straight to take profit. It'll be very quick, and you'll know. And so right here, I'm looking to see some movement, some quick movement. We have a nice immediate bullish reaction right here, which I loved. I was a little anxious because we were about to blow the account. If we were full porting, we had about 1,000 in drawdown, and we were risking 1,000. Here I see a little bit movement up, and so I'm raising the stop loss. I'm nervous. I'm biting my, you can't see it, but I'm like biting my cheek. Anyway, this kind of scared me right here. This scared me. So I moved the stop a little lower, let it breathe a little bit. Sometimes it likes to re-tap the equilibrium before it moves up. Again, we're barely into this 5 minute. I mean, we're about a minute in. This is what I wanted to see. We're pushing up. We want to get that higher and higher. We'll stop the break even, and bam. As you can see, I was pretty excited. I'll rewind it for you. I was pretty excited when that hit. The rest of the 5 minutes is me celebrating. So we hit you can see right here, we hit $1,200 win. And me thanking God. W way to start the morning with a W, just like that. Then you see our take profit was practically perfect. And then if we switch over, you can see we just dumped the rest of the day. And then we also ended up catching another 5 minute fair value. Yep. We caught this on practice because we'd already taken our dub for the day. And if you've seen any of the backtesting videos, you know that I've been practicing this. And go to the 1 minute right here. No, I don't know why all my levels are off. I'll just go to the Discord and it'll make more sense. Hold on. Here you go. I posted it in the Discord. Oh, here we go. Look, here's our trade right here. We got a 5 minute gap right there. Here's the equilibrium. We entered off the equilibrium, targeted to fill the 5 minute gap, and that was like $600 on practice. But that was like directly after taking that W, because you can see here we took the W right here, and then it came down. We took a W right here. Not sure why all my levels are off, like barely. Oh, I know why. Because it's on the S&P 500. You gotta go back to the NQ. Here we go. this right here. See, you can see that right there. And you can see this right here. That makes more sense. We were not on the correct index. Now we are. So, those are those two trades I took. One was legit, one was fake. Anyway, tomorrow. How to prepare for tomorrow. Thursday, we have unemployment claims at 7:30, which I will not be getting up for. Yeah, we're gonna have a short morning. I have to leave early tomorrow morning, around 9-10ish. So usually we trade until about 9-10, but we're gonna have to trade until like 9 till 9. So we're gonna only trade for like 30 minutes in the morning. Then we're gonna have to drive. We're gonna have to drive. I gotta pick up somebody, so for school. So yeah, anyway, it's 12 a.m. So I need to go to bed so I can wake up in about 8 hours. What is this? Anyway, it's gonna be all for this trade recap. Peace.